welcome to the Juicy as Fuck Method. It is Kelly. This activation, we're diving into the clamp of the SIP system. The somatic response in the body. The energetic imprint, where your system shut down, it pinched off your power and your fucking prophecy. My intentions for this activation are for you to gain an understanding of the emotional imprints in your system and how the clamp affects everything. And I trust that this activation releases things within you, within your vessel, bringing you more voltage, bringing you more erotic intelligence, bringing more of fucking you out into this world. More of your juice. The clamp is this holy holdback. If the ache is the split, the kink is the loop, the clamp is the fucking lock. It is the shutdown. It is the suffocation. The clamp is the somatic shutdown. It is the nervous system's sacred attempt at protection. After the ache split you open, the kink patterned your pleasure into pain. It distorted fucking everything. And the clamp shut down the whole goddamn thing. It said too much, too fast, too raw, shut it fucking down. And your nervous system froze the flow. It froze your juice. And your juice is what creates. Your juice is you. How much juice you can hold, how much capacity you have for life force determines the life that you live. And your nervous system froze the flow, not because it was weak, not because it was working against you, but out of fucking reverence for you, out of protection. It is here to protect you. But the fucking ones that want to ride it raw, ride it with no fucking protection. What is it like to live life fucking raw? To let life rip through you without the fucking protection, naked, seen, and all. That is the energy that I move towards. That is the energy that we are moving towards. That is the intent of the juice. That is my honest intention for me and for you. To remove the protection, to remove the fear from your system so you can fully live to who you came here to fucking be. And the clamp contracts the field. It pinches off your life force energy. Where once your energy was moving, it was dancing, it was flowing, and now it fucking defends. It is on defense mode. Hyper fucking vigilance. The field is the clamp is a field level no. Even when your mouth, your conscious body is saying fuck yes. And it doesn't care about your affirmations. It doesn't care about your desires. It remembers. The body holds the code, and it remembers the moment your power got punished. And it locks the fucking gate closed. You can feel it in your chest as chest compressions, as heart palpitations. Even saying the chest, I had problems getting those words out of my mouth, and maybe I am hitting up and bumping up against a clamp. Life isn't about constantly being clear of your clamps, but seeing when you're butting up against one, seeing when the resistance is moving through your body and you feel through it. And rather than shrink, you open up, you expand your capacity. And the moment you do that, you show the clamp who the fuck you are now, and it moves that juice into that area, and you expand and you grow. You can feel it when you're clamping, when you're contracting in your fucking womb, in your pussy. You may be dry. You may be irritated to even do the goddamn thing. There is a clamp on how much pleasure you can receive, how deeply you can be seen intimately. And it might look like this is just how long our sex lasts. Or this is just our normal way of being intimate. But what you are running up against subconsciously is both of your capacities. And the moment you break through that wall, you break through the clamp, you give the body a different calibration to calibrate to. And the more you do it, the more it becomes your new baseline. Your throat tightens. I've experiencing this right now. When you're trying to express desire, when you're trying to express truth, your throat is going to clamp and give you all of the reasons to hold it back because it wants to protect you. It does not want to fucking free you. And it's understanding this at a fundamental level. What the clamp is here to do, it is here to protect you, but it is not here for you to experience the wet, the wild, the fucking crazy, unhinged version of you. And that is what the world wants to see. That's who you want to fucking be, baby. You can feel the shit in your shoulders. The fucking patriarchy on your fucking back, the weight of holding it all in. You can feel that shit. That is the fucking clamp. And the more you let go, the more you clear the kinks in the hose, the more you unravel these clamps, the more life you reclaim for yourself. You clamp when you pull back from what you asked for. When you say, I want this, and then the buts start to appear. And you go back to what is logical, what is familiar. You clamp when you receive love and money and attention, and you feel that guilt, you feel that panic, or you feel the need to overpay immediately. That is the clamp in your body. It is hitting a different capacity and it is clamping down. This isn't where we go. You avoid embodiment practices even though you crave to be sensual, you crave to be sexual, you crave the adoration, but you avoid giving it to your fucking self. The mind will make up all of the stories for you not to do the thing, and it's because it's responding to the clamp. That energetic signal, the clamp in your body, gives you those thoughts that convince you otherwise of who the fuck you want to be. You forget to show up for the rituals that your soul is calling you to do, the things that would support you. That is all the clamp. It can be subtle. It can be in your face. It can be tight in your body, or it can just be this subtle avoidance of the things that you know bring you life. It is the clamp. The clamp distorts the signal your field is sending out. You want the love, you want the money, you want the power, you want the connection, but your field, your voltage is pulsing. It's not safe to have, and you can feel it. You can feel it Think about something that you deeply fucking desire and you feel the discomfort in your body. That is the clamp. And what we do is we avoid that feeling that the clamp gives, that tension, that tightness. But if you don't run away from it and you dive into it fully, the clamp loses its power, baby. Because when you signal it's not safe to have it, the quantum field delivers what you are signaling. And it will signal that back to you. It closes you. It guards you. It freezes you. And you become the energetic equivalent of getting almost there. The tip before the tease. The tip and the tease. But you never fucking get the whole goddamn fucking thing. And you came here to be ravished. You came here for overflow. The portal is there. It is wide. It is dripping. It is fucking divine. But the nervous system is saying, hell no. You become a glitch in your own grid. The desires come to you, the opportunities knock, but your body won't open. It clutches, it clenches, and it doesn't come in because you don't allow it. It's not about worth. It is about your wiring. And that circuitry, until it is rewired to say yes at the depths of your body, in your cells, the field will keep mirroring the clamp instead of your fucking call, your purpose, your divine fucking desires. Your relationships reflect your freeze. They reflect your biological capacity. The clamp attracts lovers who withhold from you. Clients and business opportunities that flake at the fucking last moment. Friends that don't show up the way you want them to. And systems that do not support you, because every mirror within you is saying it's not safe to open up. You were right. Let's clamp down. And it becomes a self-reinforcing mechanism. You clamp down. It doesn't deliver, not because it's not able to, but because you aren't allowing it. That gives you the proof that your ego needs to be right, to validate itself, to strengthen that identity. And you see it more, you clamp down more. It gives you see that loop? The cycle locks in deeper. But the truth is that person, that thing, that situation isn't mirroring your truth at all. It's mirroring the clamp. It's not mirroring the woman that you are. It is mirroring the wound inside of you. It is mirroring your freeze, not the fucking erotic life force fire within you. And until your nervous system feels safe to receive love, to receive support, to be saturated with life force, you will keep attracting things that validate your freeze. The mirror isn't here to punish you. It is just exact. It is precise. But the clamp didn't start with you. It is inherited. The system shutdown that you carry in your body was downloaded, was given to you from the mothers who clenched through their own fucking pain. It was handed down to you. The women that smiled through the grief, they smiled through the betrayal, they smiled through the pain. That suppression gets passed down to you. Your grandmothers who kept the secrets so fucking loud that their silence became the norm. Their suppression became the norm. The lineages where power meant being punished. Being a fucking witch meant that you were exiled. Showing off your sexuality meant that you were no longer allowed in the fucking tribe. This is ancestral armor in your nervous system. It is this code that's running subconsciously that says don't feel too much, don't show too much, don't want too much, don't be too much. Because too much got them abandoned, got them abused, got them burned, got them erased. The clamp is not just your response. It is a legacy reaction that's been passed down from generation to generation. And the clamp's favorite trigger is the too much, too fast, too close. That's when it wants to close even the good things, especially the good things, because they feel like a threat. They feel unfamiliar because your nervous system hasn't caught up to your desires yet. So when life starts flooding in, you flinch. When the love starts to come in, you fucking brace, you doubt. You create fucking stories. When the attention arrives on you, you shrink, you cave, you disappear. You fawn. The system scans for danger in the things that delight you. It hears things like, the clamp hears things like, what is an I love you? But the nervous system, the clamp hears, like, prepare to lose this. Prepare for disappointment. You hear abundance. Your conscious mind hears abundance, but your body flares into this overwhelm. It's connecting these dots subconsciously that aren't even fucking yours. They are ancestry. It's where this protection over presence becomes the norm. You are protecting yourself over what's actually true in the moment. You react before you can even receive. You shut down before you can even soften. You contract, you push away before you even can let something penetrate your fucking power. It is a nervous system reflex that thought it needed to protect. It just didn't get that there is a new fucking code that you are running. Let's keep playing away with this concept. It is essentially like, after the desire split and that ache formed, the tension came. That's the kink. The nervous system coped with the tension. But the clamp is cellular. It is somatic. It is that no. And it lives in your fascia. It lives in your bones. And this is where this emotional dysregulation, it crystallizes, it hardens into this physiological, this biological freeze. And it says whatever the thing is not safe to experience. The fear isn't just in your mind. A lot of times when we even think about these fears, we're like, that seems so silly. But the fear is in your field. It is this subconscious survival code override that tightens around your power the moment you start to penetrate reality with it. The SIP system, we don't heal the emotions. We look at the architecture, we look at the blueprint, we look at the map of how your life force gets interrupted inside your human body and how it organizes it into identity, into behavior, into relationships, into survival patterns. Because every fucking person is born with so much aliveness, so much life, so much movement, so much expression, so much truth, so much desire, sensitivity, instinct, and life force, so much juice. But somewhere along the way, the system learned that certain emotions aren't safe, that their truth costs them belonging, that their desires create shame, and that their expression creates this rejection. And that using their authority, their agency, their audacity, it creates a threat to society. And the body adapts accordingly. It adapts somatically. The nervous system begins creating these protective patterns because it's preserving safety and attachment and identity and survival. The clamp lives beneath the personality, beneath your coping mechanisms, beneath the identity, beneath who you think you are. It lives in the body as these micro contractions. Your jaw being tight before you speak, your throat constricting, your chest hardening before the intimacy, your nervous system hesitating before you move towards that thing. And consciously, it's like, I don't know why I can't move. You don't know, but your body does. Your body keeps the score. The body remembers every moment that your movement became associated with danger. And it's protecting you from feeling that fucking feeling again. But is that protection or is it siphoning your power? The clamp is survival architecture. It forms when life force rises through the system, but the body does not feel safe enough to let it complete its movement. So the truth rises, the desire rises, the grief, the anger, the pleasure, the expression, it all rises. It's all moving, and the body receives it. And it tightens, it braces, it suppresses, it adapts, it freezes, it controls, it performs, it smiles, it appeases, it stays agreeable, it stays digestible, it stays safe. You can tell where your capacity is in any given moment. It's when the tension starts to rise. It's when you start to go into automatic survival mechanisms. The energy is never completing itself, so the body stores this interruption. And that interruption over and over again becomes a pattern. And that pattern becomes your identity. It becomes your personality. And that becomes your reality. And that is why women can desire freedom. They can desire sex and love and money. And they can unconsciously push themselves away from it. Because the body is organizing around what it believes is survivable. And survival shaped mind control goes far deeper than we even fucking realize. It is everywhere. Our consciousness is constantly being bombarded with survival coding, especially fucking women. Because the feminine nervous system has been conditioned for generation after generation to prioritize your belonging over your truth. Because you needed that to survive. It prioritized peace, over your authenticity, over your individuality, your safety, over the embodiment, over the full expression of who the fuck you are, and your adaptation overcompensated, like the deep primal instinct within you. And you start to see none of this shit is you. It's all survival adaptation. The body learned, don't be too loud. Don't be emotional. Don't be sensual. Don't be truthful. Don't be sexual. Don't be powerful. Don't fucking be too much. And the feminine system adapted to this chronic self-interruption. You interrupt the life force that wants to move through you. The authentic rawness of your juice. Not because we're fucking weak, but because the environment, the patriarchy, it trained the body that the full expression, it threatens connection. It threatens our stability, our survival, our approval out into the world. The modern world that we are in right now, the system that we are in, is profoundly masculine. And anything in large fucking doses starts to crumble, and that is what's fucking happening. That is what's happening. Currently, it's like this perform, this push, this override your body. Disconnect. Perform for work, perform at school, perform in sports. It happens at a very fucking early age. Push through, go to school even if you don't feel good. Push through as a mama, push through as a fucking woman. If you're tired, just keep fucking going. Override your body, override your system. We are bombarded with this type of energetic manipulation. Disconnect. Here's a phone. Here's entertainment. Here's fucking gossip. Disconnect from your inner knowing. Produce, control, numb, endure. These are the things that are subconsciously being fed to us on the fucking daily. And the body organizes around all of that. And we live from the masculine approach. We override our intuition. We override the sensations in our body. We override our exhaustion, our fucking feminine cycle, our grief, our instinct, our bodies itself. And we become conditioned into disembodiment. The clamp is civilization. And the thing is, the fucked up thing is we now mistake this chronic contraction as normal, as the baseline, as the expectancy of what it's like to live like a woman in this reality. Our hypervigilance is now labeled ambition. Our hypervigilance, we've coined it as ambition. But we're really overriding our fucking systems. Suppressing our emotions now is like, it's maturity. Overworking is equated with worthiness. Numbing is what we call regulation. Disconnecting from people now becomes independence. And if we self-abandon, we're labeled as good. This is all patriarchal coding. But underneath all of that shit, the body is still holding all of these unfinished survival responses. The nervous system does not operate through logic. It operates through prediction. The body is asking, what must I do to remain safe? And it controls everything. And once we repeat these survival patterns long enough, The system no longer even waits for danger to arrive. We prepare for it. We scan for it. And that preparation becomes contraction. And the body doesn't even fucking know if something's real or something's fake. We are just constantly in sympathetic nervous system activity. We are pumping out some cortisol, baby. The body is bracing before impact even can fucking exist. This is why women hesitate before they're visible. This is why they fear intimacy. That they tighten right before expansion. That they have anxiety around receiving. Why they overthink before they fucking act. It is anticipating danger before life can even fucking meet them. And it's here to protect them. And these contractions are biological. They are deep. They are in the fascia tissue. And the fascia tightens around these repeated emotional suppressions. And the body organizes itself around that interruption. The body organizes. It uses the sympathetic nervous system activity. That is what is fundamentally tied to survival physiology. Because when the nervous system is constantly perceiving threat, it creates protection. And your heart rate goes up, your breathing changes, your muscles tighten, your awareness narrows, you're focused on problems, you're focused on surviving, and all of your energy is rerouted towards fucking survival. Do you see how the mechanics work? It is intelligent. Your body is so fucking intelligent. And the problem isn't with the sympathetic nervous system activity. It's not, the problem isn't in the body's response itself. It's in the chronic activation of it. That it's constantly on. Perception is what cracks the fucking code. When a woman lives in this repeated suppression of her emotions, when she is repeating these unpredictable patterns, when she's repeating this trauma and this shame and this self-abandonment, the body never completes the cycle, and that energy gets trapped in the system. And the body becomes frozen around all of these unfinished responses, all of the unfinished things you wish you would have said, all of the unfinished things you wish you would have had done. The body becomes frozen around all of those responses. And this is why we can feel so exhausted. But we're still like very hyperactive at the same time. Because when the body is frozen, it's still not relaxing. Even if you're frozen, you aren't relaxed. You're just immobile. The body is still running on vigilance. But it's all of that energy is being siphoned towards a survival pattern that you don't even need. So it's taking up all of your life force energy. The body is still in the freeze, but it's creating this internal enormous energy towards survival programming that's holding it down. The clamp is this combination of sympathetic activity and the freeze simultaneously. So you are activated without completion. That situation, that trigger activated you, but you didn't complete the cycle, and so it froze within you. You have all of this energy, but because you're not safe to go and do the thing or to be seen in a certain way, it's energy without movement. It hasn't completed its cycle. There's a truth in your body that wants to be expressed, so it hasn't completed its cycle. There's desire without the embodiment of it, so the energy hasn't completed its cycle. It is life flows, it's life force without the fucking flow. And it creates internal pressure, a lot of pressure in the system. And the body becomes this container of these interrupted impulses. And this is where anxiety builds, where the overthinking comes, where the tension is. Because your life force is being risen and it's being stopped. And it's disrupting the system. This is where disease happens. There is dis-ease in the flow of your being. The body is trying to complete movement, but your survival strategies are interrupting it. And energetically, the field reflects this immediately because the body isn't separate from the field. And if your nervous system is emitting this signal constantly, every contraction in your body is broadcasting information. Withhold, please. Brace, anticipate, protect, prepare. Do not fucking fully open. And reality organizes around that dominant signal. This is why we can want intimacy, we can want abundance, we can want visibility, we can want freedom. But the body is saying, but not too much. But not if it risks rejection. I don't want it if it's going to overwhelm me. Not if I lose control. These are the safety mechanisms that you're subconsciously broadcasting, and the field responds to that. It responds to what is true in the cells of your body, not what you want, not the performance, not the desire. So you get the delays, you get the split, you get the almost, you get the inconsistencies, you get the chasing. You get the fucking misalignment because of the misalignment in your body, because the signal has been interrupted. It is a fractured signal. The clamp isn't just this emotional response in the body. It is electromagnetic. It is somatic. It is energetic. It is spiritual. Spiritually, the clamp is separate from life. Life force cannot move through your body when you are self-protecting. What are you protecting yourself from? Because on a quantum level, your electromagnetic field is contracting with the clamp. So your wave of desire collapses before it can ever even materialize into a particle. Because your body is sending both sending and receiving data from the field. And when your signal is frozen, when your signal says freeze, you are magnetizing more reasons to clamp. And the body goes into freeze, into fawn, and it starts to fake shit. This is what the dissonance between the field of the soul and the frequency of your system is. Because your fucking field is ready. Your soul is fucking calling. But the clamp says, hold it down, and you do it. You hold your breath. You hold your truth. You hold your fucking life force juice. And so life holds back to you.